Hey, welcome back to another episode of Classy and Sassy, where we serve hot takes, soft hustle vibes, and a sprinkle of classy realness. Today's episode is a whole mood. We've got a little reality TV drama, a mid-year mindset check. It wouldn't be me without some bookish tea, and a little entrepreneurial truth for the girls who are grinding with grace. So grab your coffee, your wine, heck, your water, and let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Big Brother 2025 just dropped, and I have thoughts. Let's talk about that cast. There's always that one person who walks in giving main character energy. This year, it looks like it will be Zach so far. He is super confident, slightly chaotic, and probably going to be in the middle of every alliance. I also just have a very special place in my heart for Jimmy. He's just such a fun-loving and sweet guy. And of course, I'm definitely keeping my hopes up for Lauren, especially since she happens to be a Louisiana girl, you know? I'm still not sure how I feel about Rachel Riley being back. Sure, she's a BB legend, but how is this going to play out in the game in the long run? And is it fair to everyone? Are there any early showmance alerts anyone's picking up on? Maybe. There are definitely some gorgeous girls in the house, and the boys have definitely noticed. But if we've learned anything, it's that summer love in the BB house quite often ends in tears and sometimes in memes, let's be honest. Now, that first episode included what is now being called #Showergate, which basically focuses around Ashley Hollis, who is a lawyer. She took an extremely long shower in the HOA room. Now, let's just start off by saying the current head of household, which is Vince, did offer his bathroom to everyone when he gave them a tour. Now, why she took that long of a shower is anyone's guess. There were estimates of it being an hour, of it being 2 hours. I don't know. But what is interesting is that Vince made a pact with Ashley early on, before he even won head of household, that he would not nominate her. And then he turned around and it did exactly that. And he said it was because she was being paranoid by wanting to talk to him so much about the rumors. But is it really called being paranoid when you're right? There really were people running up there giving her name over and over based on her shower. So is that paranoia, or is it you were right to try to defend yourself? Anyway, another episode should be on tonight. So let me know who you're rooting for, or if you're skipping this season altogether. I know I saw a lot of people online saying they were skipping just simply because Rachel was back. Hey, I don't know, but I'm locked in, popcorn ready. There are rumors that there is a new US-based TikTok being created. Should we be worried or no? So apparently TikTok is launching a US-based version. If this is true, it will supposedly launch as soon as early September. Yep, this year. It is supposed to be something that will keep all of our info safely stored here on American soil. Sounds like a plot twist. But also, is this just a PR band-aid? Like, do we really feel safer, or is this just tech politics dressed in influencer-friendly branding? Because Let's be honest. How much are they going to be really filtering out what we're doing with this new version? If this is true, what does it mean for all the people that have done a ton of work growing huge platforms on the original app? Will any of that transfer over? Or will everyone be on a level playing field with the opportunity to grow at the same time? From the initial rumors and reports that are coming out, once the new year rolls around, possibly February, March, they're going to take away the old TikTok app. Now, who knows if that's true or not, but what happens then? Are we forced to the new one? And how many of you will really go to the new one, and how many will say, I'm done? Anyway, I'm keeping my eyes on this, but unless they ban book talk or cleaning videos, I think I'll survive. Let's do a July check-in. Are you actually prioritizing what you said you would? It's time for that mid-year moment of truth. July is simply flying by. So here's your friendly check-in. Are you doing the things you said mattered to you the most this year? Let's be honest. For me, I've been really good about showing up for my podcast consistently again, doing the things I need to for my business goals. But my writing goal, yeah, she's struggling. I still have to work on that. Here are 3 quick ways to help you reset your focus. Try auditing your calendar, not just your to-do list. Make sure you're blocking out the time you want to spend on certain things. I just did a complete overhaul on my calendar recently and made it very aesthetic in the colors I wanted, but I blocked out the specific time to work on certain things, whether it was podcasting or working on real estate contacts or even reaching out to my travel information clients. Whatever it was, it's blocked out. It helps me stick to what I need to stick to. You also want to try to make sure you're blocking joy before work. And yes, of course, coffee counts. Don't be ridiculous. But find something before you get to working that you can do. If you're not a coffee person, maybe you're into something else. Maybe for you, it's doing some meditation or reading a good book or something that you can do for a set amount of time before you jump into your workday. Also, pick one non-negotiable each year. Mine is either going to be movement or silence, sometimes both. And if you're a journal person, why not use a nice little journal prompt? Like, what do I want my energy to feel like for the rest of this month? That's a good one. Let's talk books. If it wouldn't be me if we didn't talk books. I have only done 4 books so far this month, and it's the 15th, which is very much so unlike me. Now, I'm getting ready to start Your Mom's Gonna Love Me, which is actually by comedian Matt Rife. Am I the only one that didn't know he had a book out? I can't wait to read it. I just happened to see it in the bookstore and decided, hey. But because I wasn't sure, I left it in the bookstore and checked it out of the library, just in case it was not as good as I thought it would be. But we'll see. I literally just finished a thriller earlier today called You Can Trust Me by Wendy Hurd. And let's be honest, I was struggling. It was not giving what I thought it would. Think 2 close girlfriends who make a life out of either stealing from people or finding rich marks to finance their lifestyle for a while. One of them goes to what is supposed to be a date with a new wealthy businessman, and she never comes home. The other sets out to find her at any cost. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's just not really a thriller. It's more mystery than anything. Also on my list this month is What If You Are the Answer by Rachel Hollis. I've had this one for a minute and it's just sitting here. So I'm dedicated to getting it done this month. It has been billed as several questions that might just help you change your life. Since I normally love her books, I am looking forward to this one, annotating tape in hand. I also have And Then We Rise by Common on the list. Yes, that Common. I didn't even know he had a book. I ran across it in the bookstore, and according to the description, it is about his journey to wellness as part of his success. And it's supposed to include information about his nutrition, his physical trainer, his spiritual influences, and more. So we shall see. And it's not a huge book. My book club for the month is going to be reading The Perfect Getaway by Kirsten Motlin. The reviews were pretty high, so let's see if it delivers. If you are reading anything amazing lately, please by all means slide in my DMs or comment under the episode post. I always need fresh recs. Now, how to romanticize your life. It seems to be the going thing on social media that everyone's trying to make their life and what they're doing day by day a lot more romantic. Like if they make it more romantic, it will be easier to get through the tasks they have to do. But I want you to know that doing that doesn't have to mean luxury items and expensive hauls. For some, it can be as simple as lighting a $5 scented candle before you start working. I love doing that. I have so many candles on my desk, it's probably ridiculous, but that's the point. Or making playlists for the moods I want to feel. Now, let's be honest, most of the time that's 90s R&B, but I also have playlists for mood lifting or for movement when I exercise or what have you. A good playlist will help you make things, yes, as they want to call it now, romantic in your task, but it's also beneficial. Or finding a really good book and curling up undisturbed with just snacks and reading and quiet. It's not about pretending life is perfect. It's about noticing what's already beautiful in it. Today's glow up mantra is, I'm allowed to be the main character in my own piece. Think about that. Let's end with a little real talk for my fellow builders, creators, and entrepreneurs. Nobody tells you how lonely it can feel. You may go long periods working alone, no work coworkers, no lunch chats, no hanging out at the water fountain, wasting time. No one also tells you how sometimes you may work on lots and lots of social content to build your business and still hear crickets. How you may wear 5 hats and 2 of them barely fit. Or how you may vent to others who just don't get it, because for a lot of people, they think working for yourself means you don't work. I remember early on trying to juggle client work while building my podcast and staying visible on social media. One week, I ended up creating several different pieces of content, and let's be honest, the likes were minimal. If anything, my follower count went down instead of up. Now, I could spiral for a minute, like, am I wasting my time? But I realized the win isn't in the numbers. It's in the fact that I showed up. because consistency is the goal to building. Some days your growth is silent, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. You're planting seeds, even if you don't see the results as quickly as you may want. Success doesn't have to feel chaotic to be real. The soft hustle is still a hustle. Rest is productive. Alignment beats overwhelm every single time. So if you're building something from scratch, I see you. Keep going. Let's do some pop culture quick takes. And these are just things that caught my eye this week. Just a lightning round of a few things I noticed online. Beyonce's country era might be continuing, and I'm all for it. Why is suddenly there an influx of people either getting engaged or having surprise proposal trips this month? Is it Leo season magic? TikTok shop is unhinged. Why did I almost buy a book-shaped lamp and a rose water cup? And apparently girl math is evolving because now we're calling our luxury purchases making core memories. Okay. And someone said that iced coffee is a dishonest drink because it waters down the intention. It's just coffee, girl. Make it make sense. Let me know what you saw on socials that had you screaming, rolling your eyes, or simply cracking up this week. That's a wrap on this week's Classy and Sassy. If you love this episode, take 30 seconds to rate and review. It means the world. Make sure you're also following me on IG and TikTok, or check me out on my website, ericaregina.com, for all the extras. Until next time, stay classy, stay sassy, and protect your peace.